Good morning, Centrally Elementary. Mrs. Fugger here on a Thursday morning, January 22nd, 2026. Today for lunch, you're having tenderloin on a bun with a hash brown, garden salad, applesauce, and choice of fruit. We do not have any student birthdays in the building today that were on my list. However, it is Mrs. Roth's birthday today. Formerly Miss Haven. It is Mrs. Roth's birthday today, and I don't believe she's here today because she had a new baby, we remember, and her new baby is running a fever, and so she will not be here. So if we see her tomorrow, or the next time you see her, you can give her a happy belated birthday. But it's her birthday today. All right, boys and girls. I have teacher mail, and I have a teacher mail that was hand delivered from a student who was so excited, and it really brought joy to my day and filled my bucket. Sophie Whitaker came down and said, I am following instructions, showing great improvement. And it says Sophie has had 2 days in a row where she completed all of her work. She also had a great listening attitude. Keep it up. Way to go, Sophie. That's exciting to see, honey. Keep up the good work. Also, Ava Morrow is being a friend. Ava was willing to stay inside and play with a friend that could not go out to recess, from Mrs. Howell. We do have Bryson Seth, excellent behavior all day and showing great improvement. Bryson worked so hard today, especially on his diagnostic. Keep it up, from Mrs. Reese. All right, I love hearing these. Easton Peters is following instructions. Excellent behavior all day, being helpful and a good example. Easton was ready to learn all day. He listened and followed directions. Oh, yeah. Great job, Easton. Cameron Hayes is working hard, putting first things first, using one of those 7 habits so well. Cameron always gets his work done and is responsible, from Mrs. Gilpin. Way to go, Cameron. Woo woo. All right, we have Kenzie Mickelson is showing great improvement. Kenzie has shown amazing improvement with 3-digit numbers, from Mrs. Juarez. Way to go. That's a skill-based shout out. I love that. And that takes hard work. That takes willing to give it your all. Absolutely. Now, Mrs. Fugett's class is getting a huge shout out for showing great improvement. So proud of everyone in 3F for meeting their goal on iReady lessons last week. Way to go, from Ms. Fugett. Good job. And I'll save these few more for tomorrow. All right. You know what? I'll read a few. Hold on. I'm in the mood to read a few more. Briella Adkins is having excellent behavior all day, showing great improvement. Briella had a great week, showing great behavior. Woo woo. That is from Mrs. G. Congratulations. And Fisher Brecount, following instructions, working well with others, excellent behavior all day, and being helpful and a good example. Fisher did a great job following directions and was a high 5 hawk all week long. So proud of you, from Mrs. Schwartz. All right, boys and girls, we got a few more left for tomorrow. I know they keep coming in. Teachers are taking the opportunity to shout out students making those wonderful choices. That takes their time. I appreciate that they're taking time to do that because they are very, very busy doing all kinds of things. But they're telling you, students, that when you're teacher mail, you're doing the things on the teacher mail, you're being high 5 hawks, and they're noticing, it's worth them taking the time. And that says how much they value students who are coming ready to learn and ready to be high 5 hawks all day long. So keep up that great work. All right, it is Thursday, which means we're close to the end of our week for our lead measures. And our lead measures are a little different this week in the sense that we are taking diagnostic. But I've talked to several students that are also have been able to take the diagnostics and pass lessons. So we might make our goal, even though the diagnostic kind of sometimes causes that to be hard because we take a lot of time to really take our time and do our diagnostic well. And so we'll see how it goes, but I appreciate the effort on the diagnostic. I've had many students either give me a shout out in the hallway, say, hey, Mrs. Viewer, I went up on my diagnostic. Or they're like, I was really close to going up and almost was exactly the same. They've showed me, I've heard it. what I can tell is, boys and girls, you out there care about how you do. You want it to show growth because you've been working hard in the classroom, you've been working hard on your lessons, and so you want to get that feeling at the end of like, all right, all of that is going to something. But sometimes, boys and girls, we might get a passage in our diagnostic that trips us up, and maybe this time we didn't get as much growth as we wanted. We still have another opportunity at the end of the year to show more growth again. So keep up the good work. The definitely, I see evidence of I will give it my all over this building. So keep that up, because that's the first thing it takes, and then all your skills going together for you to have success. But we do say to ourselves, boys and girls, I will give it my all. Make good choices. Follow directions and be kind, because that's how I earn a high five. And boys and girls, you've been having a great week of that. We've had very few office referrals, and that's because you're focusing on putting first things first, and that's your diagnostic. You're locked in, and so it's not making as many opportunities for you to maybe make a choice that isn't such a good choice, and that's a good thing. But boys and girls, you can do that anytime. So keep up the good work. And one little thing that I need to tell you, on your lockers, boys and girls that have the plastic magnetic things on their locker, it's mainly like fourth grade, some third grade classes. We need to put those up above the little spot that you open your locker, because the custodial crew is going to be sanitizing the area that we open it in the evening. So if we could move those up, they're not wanting things to get sprayed on down low. So do that for me today, please. And boys and girls, let's make this Thursday a great one, and let's start our day with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a terrific Thursday.